Okay guys, you're in a nutshell with me, Ina. Alam nyo, kakaiba itong nangyari sa case study na ating pag-uusapan ngayon. Meron po siyang 5-year ban dito sa Canada. Okay, banned. Pero, abay naglakas loob pa rin mag-file for PR under spousal sponsorship. And you can guess what happened there? Na-refuse yung spousal sponsorship application kasi nga siya ay 5-year banned. Okay? Pero hindi po yan ang kinatataka ko dito sa sitwasyon, sa storya nitong pag-uusapan natin. Alam nyo ba, nakapasok siya ng Canada kahit meron siyang canceled visitor visa? Okay, I'll give you a summary na, no? Ganito po kasi nangyari. Bago siya nag-file for spousal sponsorship, nag-apply siya for a visitor visa. Nakuha niya yung visitor visa. Pero soon after ma-issue yung kanyang visa, inimbestigahan siya ng IRCC. At doon, he was found guilty of misrepresentation, kaya kinancel yung kanyang tourist visa. Okay? Pero naka-travel pa rin siya using that canceled visa. Nakapasok siya. And in fact, yung kanyang spousal sponsorship application was filed from inside Canada. Paano kaya nangyari yun? Mamaya guys, I will discuss the possible reasons kung paano nakalusot itong visitor na ito kahit canceled ang kanyang visa. Okay? Unahin muna natin yung discussion about the PR refusal. Okay, this is a new decision at hindi po natin kababayan ito, pero 'di ba napaka-interesting ng kanyang sitwasyon. Bago lang po ito, March 10, 2026. Okay? So ang kina-question dito ay yung refusal ng kanyang PR application, ng refusal ng kanyang spousal sponsorship. Ano ba 'yan? Talagang kinontest niya pa rin 'yun kahit na klarong meron naman siyang ban. Okay. So, yung applicant, okay, is a citizen of Kenya. Nagpakasal siya sa isang Canadian citizen. Sa Kenya sila kinasal noong December 2022. Okay. Ngayon, in October 2023, nakuha niya na yung good news. Good news from IRCC na meron na daw desisyon doon sa kanyang TRV application. Hinihina yung passport niya. At yun, binigyan siya ng multiple entry visitor visa na valid from October 2023 to November 2027. Nailagay na sa kanyang passport. Okay? October yun. Less than a month later, November, kinancel yung kanyang visitor visa. The applicant was advised by a letter that an officer had reasonable grounds to believe na si applicant hindi raw naging truthful sa kanyang application for the visitor visa. He failed to declare that his application was facilitated by a paid representative. So, meron siyang undeclared representative in short. Pero ito na ang nangyari. Bakit kaya? No? Paano nangyari ito? Ayan na, November 20, 2023, na-cancel yung kanyang visa. Pero, the applicant traveled to Canada using a visitor visa on his Kenyan passport on December 1, 2023. That's less than 2 weeks from the time that the visitor visa was supposedly canceled. What happened, no? Anyway, sige, so nakapasok na. December 1. January 9, a month later, doon na sila nag-apply ng spousal sponsorship. Okay, tapos on October 8, several months later, it was refused because of the earlier finding of misrepresentation in respect of the applicant's TRV application. Okay? Ay, nako. So, ang sabi ni Judge dito, tama naman daw yung naging finding ng IRCC. Kasi nga, clearly, merong batayan na siya ay inadmissible na ngayon to Canada. Ang nangyari pa po dito sa kaso, nung dinala niya ito sa federal court, parang ang naging debate is the applicant questioning the misrepresentation finding dun sa kanyang visitor visa. Okay? Para ang naging depensa niya, mali naman yung naging desisyon sa akin for misrepresentation. Ang pinupunto ni Judge, hindi na tayo doon sa kasong yun. Ang pinag-uusapan ngayon ay yung spousal sponsorship application. Okay? This is not the right forum for you to start disputing yung misrepresentation finding for you. Yun ang naging main message ni Judge dito. Okay? Ito yung part muna, no, na parang kini-question ni applicant yung decision tungkol dun sa kanyang visitor visa. The applicant argued that they were not under any obligation to disclose information concerning ghost consultants. Maliban sa sinasabi niyang, hindi naman ako obligadong i-declare kung meron akong consultant. Una sa lahat, mali siya doon, ano? Sabi niya rin, pwede naman magbagong yung aking dahilan sa pagpunta sa Canada. So, mapapansin niyo no, hindi niya directly dinidispute yung decision na, simple lang naman bakit naman i-approve ang iyong PR application ngayon, inadmissible ka nga for 5 years. Banned ka nga for 5 years. Yun lang naman ang kailangan niyang i-dispute. Sabi ni Judge, to be clear, that decision tungkol sa TRV is not before me in the context of the present application. The applicant had an opportunity to judicially review that decision, but did not. Okay, dapat nun pa, kinontest mo na yun. Okay? He cannot now, sabi ni Judge, through the present application, indirectly challenge the finding of misrepresentation or the consequences that follow that decision. To cut the long story short, the applicant, according to the judge, did not establish that the decision to deny yung application for PR was unreasonable. Okay, so tama. The officer, ang conclusion ni judge, reasonably found that based on a prior finding of misrepresentation, the applicant is inadmissible and accordingly, yung decision to deny his application for PR is also reasonable. Okay, so that is for the spousal sponsorship, ano. Pero ang tinatataka ko is yung ito nga, yung nasa title natin, ano. Paano pa rin siya nakapasok kaya sa Canada kahit canceled yung kanyang visitor visa? Okay, so before I recorded this, syempre tinanong ko rin si Attorney Lou, ang ating suki. Paano kaya Attorney Lou nangyayari yun, ano? Kasi nga, na-cancel na pero nakapasok pa din. Of course, we really don't know what happened. Attorney Lou can only guess, take a guess kung ano. But sabi niya, posible na unang pagkakamali, baka raw nakalusot sa check-in ng airline, okay, from Kenya, yung visa. Kasi nakasulat naman dun sa visa, ito ay valid until parang 2027, mga ganun, ano? And they took it as is. Okay, baka hindi na scan or what, naka-check-in. Okay, ngayon ang tanong, paano ngayon siya nakalusot din sa CBSA? Pagdating dito sa Canada, hindi ba nila malalaman yan? Na cancel itong visa mo? Okay, according to Attorney Lou, hunch niya, no? At the time kasi nung pumasok sa Canada, sabi niya December 2023, hindi pa uso yung kiosks masyado. Okay? Kasi yung kiosks daw, na for those who have traveled to Canada, I'm sure alam niyo ito, no? Would scan your passport, doon mas madedetect kung merong sigurong issue sa inyong travel authority for Canada. Okay, maaari daw ang nangyari, diretso siya sa immigration officer, and in the immigration officer, nalusutan din dahil baka tiningnan lang din niya yung passport. Maybe at that time, there was no scanning mechanism that was done, which could happen sometimes, sabi ni Attorney Lou, no? Baka tinignan lang, okay, valid, o tatak, pasok ka na. Baka yun ang nangyari. And then there's another scenario naman na nakita ko from another immigration practitioner I follow on Facebook. Kasi diniscuss rin niya itong federal case ruling na to in a social media post. Ang hula lang daw niya ang nangyari, no? Kasi from the time na na-cancel yung visitor record to the time that the travel actually happened, parang ano lang less than 2 weeks, no? Less than 2 weeks. Maaari daw na yung mismong finding of inadmissibility happened nung nandito na sa Canada. Okay? Sabi niya, no, iba daw kasi yung proseso ng mismong pag-cancel ng visa and dun sa pagkakaroon ng inadmissibility finding. So, parang may time gap in between. Baka raw ganun ang nangyari. At the time of the travel, baka doon sa sistema ng CBSA, hindi pa talaga inadmissible itong applicant. Parang ganun ang intindi ko sa kanyang explanation. Ano? Nangyari na nga lang, nandito na. But anyway, that is it. What do you guys think about this? Ikli lang tong episode natin. By the way, sabi ni Atty. Lilu, no? Malabo na daw nangyari to ngayon. Mas mahirap na makalusot ngayon kapag canceled ang iyong visa. Kasi nga, medyo kailangan mo na rin talaga pagdaanan yung mga kiosks which could detect these instances right away. Okay? So that is it for this episode. Maikli lang, ano? I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay? Bye!